Hey guys, this is going to be how to set up a campaign in Mailchimp. So I am logged in here and it's showing my zero audience. I have no subscribers. This is the new account that I created in the previous video. So if you did not watch the how to set up a Mailchimp account video and you're confused and wondering how I got to the screen, you want to click out of this and go watch that video first. But this is the basic screen when you log into Mailchimp. So if you already have a Mailchimp account, as soon as you log in, you will be looking at the same page that I am looking at right now. So we're going to talk about how to set up a campaign. Before we jump into the technical aspect, let's talk a little bit about what a campaign actually is. So in Mailchimp, a campaign is defined as a set of automatically sent emails. So when you go over here, you can go to campaigns in that top left hand corner. Okay, so let's go forward, hit create a campaign, and it's giving me this blue arrow because this is a completely new account, so this is something I've never done before. So it's kind of guiding me. Mailchimp is very user friendly. It's kind of guiding me onto what it thinks I want to do. So I'm going to hit create a campaign. Okay, so there's three types of things you can do inside of the create a campaign button. First, you can select here for create an email, which is what we're going to do, or you can also create an ad. So you can create a Facebook ad with Mailchimp that will help you collect email addresses and everything will run automatically. Or you can create a landing page inside of Mailchimp. So for these two, the latter, I am going to probably have videos for those as well. Just make sure you stay up to date in the Teach Me Tech subscription and you'll be able to see those other two things. But for now, we're just going to click create an email. Okay, so I also have options inside of creating an email. So would you like to create, the first one is a regular email where it's just one email blast. You just send it out that one time to that one list. That's it. Then you have the option to go over to automated, which is where you can actually create a sequence. This is where you can install sales funnels. If you would like to create welcome series, you can have that. Or if you have something special going on for the holidays or for the month or whatever it may be, and it's a group of emails that you would like to be sent out automatically, that's where you will click the automated and it will help you create that sequence. You guys are going to see more about this option here in the how to install a sales funnel video. That'll also be uploaded into Teach Me Tech. So after this, you can click out of this and go look at that video if that's what you're looking for. There's also plain text where it's just a text only email, no images, no fancy styling, no links, nothing. This is just very basic. If you want to send an email to maybe, a couple of people, I'd say less than 10, I use this for. But this is like, there's no pictures or anything involved. This is very basic. There's also an option for A/B testing. A/B testing is when you create more than one version of the same email. So in Mailchimp, in most email services, you can send two, and that's why it's called A/B testing. You have an A version and a B version. But in Mailchimp, you can actually send up to 3 versions of the same email. You're probably wondering right now, why the heck would I want to send 3 versions of the same email? Okay, so this is why. Maybe you don't know what title to put on your email, or you're not sure of what images to do with your email, or you're not really sure what wording or colors that your audience is going to respond to. So this is where you do A/B testing, or in Mailchimp version, ABC testing, where you create 3 different emails that are distinctly different but contain the same information. And then you can look at the metrics and see, okay, which one got opened more, which one had more clicks, which one had more reply to the emails, more engagement. So then you can get a better gauge on what your audience is looking for. Maybe they like pink emails more than they like blue emails. Maybe they like this headline better than another headline. And it seems very nitpicky, but honestly, it's worth it because the more email opens you're getting, the more clicks you're getting, the higher your income. So it's worth it to test things out. And if you don't know what to choose, the numbers don't lie. It's better to test it out than to just guess. So let's go back to regular because this is going to be setting up a campaign. So we're going to give this campaign a name. We're going to call it testing 1, 2, 3. And we're going to hit begin there. Okay, so Mailchimp recently converted over to a visual campaign construction format. So what that means is you can put everything together visually, and that's why it's lined up like this. So we're just going to go through each of these categories and select the options until we get down here to designing the email, and I'll show you what a good email design could look like potentially for you. So we're going to go over to add recipients here. We're going to choose a list. We've only got one list so far. We're going to choose the spoiled writer. We want to send this to all subscribers on the list. If you do not want to send it to all the subscribers on your list and you just want to send it to some of these subscribers on your list, then what you can do is create a segment. I most often use segments for location. So here we go. You can group the subscribers inside of your list by a couple of different things. New subscribers, if they joined recently. So if you've already sent this email and you want to send it again to people who have joined in the last, maybe a week, because it's been a week since you sent an email, you can select new subscribers. Or you can do active subscribers, so people that usually open your emails. So people that are not opening your emails, you can send this only to the people that are opening your emails. Potential customers, recent customers, first-time customers. Like these right here, these customer ones, lapsed customers, people that have been to your store but haven't purchased in a while. These are great if you have your store connected to Mailchimp. And I talked a little bit about this in the first Mailchimp video where it was the basic setup video. If you have Shopify, WooCommerce, BigCommerce, or Magento, you can connect your Mailchimp to your actual store, and it will let you know, okay, hey, this customer hasn't shopped in 30 days. Maybe you should send them an email. Or you sent this email and 40 people clicked over and you made $500 from sending this email today. It'll tell you all of that. You can also segment it by male, female, age group, whatever it may be. You can also do this, and like I said, I use segment most of the time for location. So you can click group or new segment, and I like to choose, this is even more options, I like to choose location, and it is in the U.S. state of Alabama, right? So I could choose to send this email to people that are on my list that only live in the state of Alabama because, quote unquote, I happen to be coming to Alabama to teach a class. So let me send this email out to my Alabama subscribers. So once your list starts to get really big, you can use location and things like that to narrow down what you're going to send. So I'm just going to put, oh, it's not going to work. I'm sorry. It's not going to work because I don't have anybody in my list. So we're just going to stick with the spoiled writer, and I'm just going to send it to all subscribers on my list, which is one. Okay, so it gave me the green check mark. You wanted to give you the green check mark. So now it's showing me, okay, if this emails is going to contacts in the list of the spoiled writer, there's one recipient. Okay, let's move on to the next step, the form. Who is sending this campaign? It automatically fills that in. I want to hit save. What's important about this part is you want to make sure that whatever email address is there is one that you're actually going to be logging into on a daily basis, because in Mailchimp, people have the ability to hit the reply to button, and if they decide to reply to your email and answer the questions that you have or start a conversation with you, that email will go only to you, and it's only going to go to this address. So make sure that you have access to this address and that you're checking it every day for replies to your emails. And make sure that your name is one that's recognizable. So it doesn't have to be your actual name. Like if your brand is called, the beauty brand, and people don't actually know your name, or they're used to seeing the beauty brand, then you can change this to say the beauty brand, so that when the email comes, they know who it's from, and they're not like, who is this, and delete it. You don't want that to happen. So I hit save, gives me a green check mark. I'm going to go to the next step here. Add a subject. Okay. Writing a good subject line is really important, and there's a couple of different ways you can figure out what works best for you. I always like to think, okay, if an email came into my inbox, what would I want it to be like for me to open it? Do I need it to be something shocking? Do I need it to be something that's just straight to the point and informative? That's something that only you can answer for your customers, but Mailchimp does give you the option to click right here and read their article on how to write a good subject line. So this subject line, I'm just going to call it wow, you might need this week. And in the preview text, it is actually going to show up as a preview. So I'm going to say goodies, updates, and the like. ... I'm going to hit save. It's going to give me the green check button. And I just put, wow, you might need this week. Like, that's the way I speak to my subscribers. So your headline or your subject doesn't have to be as informal as that. But I'm sorry, I'm chillax. I am just chill. Like, you guys know how I am. So the way I write my emails is exactly the way I speak. The way I teach business is very conversational. So that's my headline. Now let's get to the important part, designing the email. Okay. For time's sake, I am going to just click one of these themes. So you have a couple of different options. You can do layouts if you want just a generic layout like this. If you want something plain so that you can customize it yourself, you can do so. Or you can use these pre-customized themes they have. These images and these colors can be changed and replaced in all of these themes. There's lots of options. This is why I love Mailchimp. If you don't know how to design an email to look nice, like, they have all of these preloaded themes for you that you can choose from. There's a bunch. You can also do save templates. I don't have any in there because I have not created any custom templates yet. And you can also look at past campaigns that you've sent and duplicate those. Or you could code your own if you know how to code emails, but I don't, and that's a little complicated. So if you have a designer or a website builder that uses code, you can ask them to create a custom template for you, and you can upload it this way. But I'm just going to go to themes, and I'm going to pre-select. I'm going to have another video after this one that shows you how to set up an actual Mailchimp theme and customize your own. But for right now, we're just going to pre-choose one. Pick one that's pre-filled in. So I'm going to pick this one. I like this. Okay. So once you select, it actually uploads. You can click here on this edit the block to replace that with your logo if you want to. You can hit replace. It'll take you and show you those steps. You can click on everything in here to edit it. You just click that pencil and it edits everything, add buttons, all kinds of stuff. So I'm going to click save and close because I want to get out of that, right? All right, so now it gave me the green check mark. So that's my email preview. It's going to go ahead and send for you. If you want to connect your Facebook and Twitter, you can, because it will also send out a blast saying that you sent an email to your followers on Facebook and Twitter. So that saves you a little bit of time there. But that is all for setting up a campaign, just a one email campaign. We're going to go ahead and hit send. And there's the monkey finger, send now. And voila, you have now sent a campaign. So I'm going to get a testing 1, 2, 3 email here shortly. But that is the basics of setting up a regular campaign in Mailchimp. I'll be back with more videos on how to install a full sales funnel, which is automated campaigns, and how to custom design an email template. See you guys later. Thanks for watching.